going to be a video about how to compound doses of chelators so that you can take the right dose as your symptoms decrease over time. So in this video, I'm going to be, I've already used a chelation calculator to figure out how many doses of 100 milligram ALA and 100 milligram of DMSA that I have on hand to make 15 milligrams of ALA and 10 milligram DMSA doses. It's very important that you wear a mask and some gloves for this, as the powder, when I did it one time with a lot of sunlight, and the powder came straight up to this area. So you must wear protection unless you're on round. So this is a machine that's readily available from Amazon, and it's a 100 capsule machine. Other people prefer to use one that makes 24. It's whichever you prefer. For me, I can't stand doing things repetitively. So what you do with this machine is you just pick up capsules and dump them in, and then you just agitate the machine until those capsules fall into place. Not all of them do. You make sure you hold your hand against this empty space, and then when you've got the majority of them in, you can just pour them back into a bag. There will be, with this machine, some that don't line up. As you can see, there's a few here. You just flip those around. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing with the caps. I'm using different colored caps so that I can tell my chelators apart from the supplements that I make. This is a way of verifying that I'm getting my chelator dose every time I'm supposed to. And it's the same thing. They don't often always line up just right, so you may have to fix some. Okay, now that we have that, we want to take the middle plate. Middle plate has a tab. I put the tab down, and that's ready. Okay, now we're going to use that middle plate actually to help us to figure out our dosage. So because I'm using a certain amount of chelators plus a filler, which I'm using vitamin C, we don't have to measure how much of the filler to put in at first. That's going to take place manually, and I'll show you how to do that now. So I have a mason jar, and I prefer to use mason jars so that I can shake them up and mix them well. I've already opened one, and I'll go ahead and open the rest now. Okay, so now that I have the chelators opened up, I'm going to use a blend of ascorbic acid, sorbitol palmitate, and sodium ascorbate. Just a really nice blend of vitamin C that I use. Now I'm just going to put a little bit in it first, just to mix well with the chelators. Not enough that would fill up the capsules, but just so that we can get an initial blend going. I'm just shaking this, blending this well. Okay. So now take the bottom cap, part of the capsule, and this machine used to come with a border around it, but it got destroyed in a dishwasher incident. So we won't be using that. But at any rate, what I'm doing is I'm just going to put these down initially into the capsules, and how we add the right amount of filler will be clear in just a moment. So this is capsule with a little bit of filler. Okay. And just agitating the capsule maker here. And now I'll just pour some more of that mixture in. Now I normally keep these in glass jars, but I'm traveling currently, so that's why I'm using the Ziploc bag. Okay, and same thing, I'll agitate it. This blend makes a really great filler. The sorbitol palmitate is the fat-soluble ester of vitamin C. So it'll go into the fat-soluble spaces. All right, and now some people stop at this point. I like to use a tamper to just put a little bit pressure inside the capsule and compress it a little bit more. This compresses down really well, so I only need to do about 1 or 2 times. And I think for this purpose, I can be done. Okay, so I'm just gonna push off the excess. And some excess comes to the bottom of this machine. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean this workspace that I'm using, because moving forward, I want to make it so that I'm only using what's currently in this machine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the plate, tab down, and that will hold the capsules in place for most capsules. Not all. Some brands will fall out. And then I'm just using this to hold the capsules there so I can dump out all of the chelator and filler into this space. And there's a lot of powder that comes out at this time, and it's moving up, so it's a good thing I have on my mask. Okay, so that's got it. So now we have a combination of chelator and capsule and filler. Okay, I'll just set that aside momentarily. I'm going to take this and put it into the mason jar. That little bit of clumpiness is the sorbitol palmitate. It has a tendency of doing that. No worries. Dr. Cutler said it's okay to have up to a variation up to 20% in our capsules. But I like to be a little more precise than that. Okay, I'm just going to make sure these are pressed in well. And then just do the same thing after I mix this very well. Okay, so we've got a fairly homogeneous mixture. And now we're just going to put it back into the capsules as before. And I know now that if anything falls over the edge, that's the right mixture as well. So I'll capture that too. So because I had 100 milligrams alpha-lipoic acid and 100 milligrams of DMSA, to make 100 capsules at 15 milligrams alpha-lipoic acid and 10 milligrams DMSA, I had to use 15 alpha-lipoic acid capsules, 100 milligram capsules, and 10 DMSA 100 milligram capsules to make my target dose. All right, now I'm just going to clean up the machine a little bit. and pick up what has fallen onto the table. A little variation is to be expected. All right, now I'll just tamp. And because I tamped one time last time, I'll just tamp the one time this time. Again, that step's optional. Okay, so there's a little bit of leftover, but we're going to call that good enough. Now I'll take the capsule tops again with the middle plate either up or down. Let's do the middle plate up so that now it's down when I flip it upside down. And then you just take and press down. And I like to make sure to press on the edges. And voila, we have 100 capsules. 10 milligrams alpha-lipoic acid, 15 milligrams alpha-lipoic acid, 10 milligrams DMSA. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to press on the tops of these to lock the capsule to keep as much air out as possible. Now there are some that fail, and you can see this one here didn't quite connect to the top, and that's normal. And now I have 99 doses. Now I will open this up inside there and dump them all out. Oops. That one opened up. So that leads me to the next thing. So you can see there's a bit of powder around each capsule. So I'll use a machine like canned air or something else that will then take all the powder off of these capsules. And I'll do that later. But at any rate, there you have it. You can see some examples. And then by having this different colored cap, I know in my capsule organizer that this is going to be a chelator. All right, that's it.